Next up, at UFC 318, we have Kyler Phillips taking on Vinicius Oliveira. Kyler Phillips, nicest hair, and somehow the nicest beard in this division, is 12-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that decision loss to Robert Font, taking on Vinicius Lockdog Oliveira, 22-3 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He's coming off that decision win over Said Nurmagomedov. Kyler Phillips is also a sort of tale of two fighters because he has fights where he goes out there and he's an animal. He's all gas. He's no breaks. He gets after it. He throws a gazillion strikes. He shoots a million takedowns. He's got cardio 4 days. Or he can go out there, slow down a little bit. The striking's not quite there. The takedowns are from a little too far. Kyler Phillips is a good fighter overall. He has very solid individual skills, and like I said, a lot of it comes down to which version of him is going to show up. But when he's on and he's got his full gas tank of cardio, he looks very good. He was not on in his last fight. He's coming off that loss to Rob Font where he had a handful of takedowns, but he was way behind in the striking, and taking down Rob Font's kind of an easy thing to do, so that's not quite the accomplishment that some people think it is. He's taking on Vinicius Oliveira. This guy is fun as hell. He will charge forward. He throws everything at the wall looking for a finish. He can be sloppy, but he is dangerous. He's not just chaos on the feet, on the ground. He creates a mess there as well. He will just rain down strikes. He will look for submissions. He is winning fights with aggression. He is winning fights with forward pressure, with power, with creativity. He's coming off that win over Said Nurmagomedov where he showcased the toughness. He did get in a little bit of trouble there, but also the takedown defense. I broke this fight down a week ago, and Vinicius was minus 185, and I said, I feel like that's a gift. I feel like that's a gift. I think Vinicius is quite literally better everywhere, and I'm 1,000% sure this guy is an absolute savage dog. And here we are at minus 148. This line is tightening instead of widening. I understand Kyler Phillips is a guy that we have seen flashes of greatness out of, but Vinicius is the better fighter here, so Vinicius is going to be the pick. And the way he beat Ricky, the way he beat Said and then survived some trouble, I think we get more of the same here. Vinicius Oliveira is the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I know both of these gentlemen very, very well. I have picked against Vinicius as my lock of the week when I had Bernardo Sopai. Obviously looked great early, ended up getting fucking brutally finished. That was a tough, I was like, just survive, Bruno. Just give us a chance for a decision. Like the first round could have been a 10. And all of a sudden he was just fucking not with us any longer. Then I had Vinicius as my lock of the week before. That was the Said fight, I believe. I had him as my lock of the week. Kyler Phillips, I was the first person ever to start talking. Kyler Phillips was one of my first ever lock of the weeks, and I was all over Kyle Phillips to the point that his brother was sending me messages on Facebook of Kyler training in his garage, getting ready for his UFC debut, messaging me being like, you're the only one talking, nobody knows how good he is. I'm like, I know how good he is and stuff. I fucking love Kyler Phillips and the way that he fights and stuff. But the issue in his fight, I even picked against him. I had Pedro Munoz as my lock of the week versus Kyler Phillips because I said Kyler Phillips fights the exact same way every time. He does all the flashy shit early, the spinning stuff, the wheel kicks, all the fucking crazy stuff, the footwork back and forth. He looks amazing. He'll about even get a takedown or two, and he looks good in the grappling. You're thinking, holy shit, how good is this guy? And then the second and third rounds, if he cannot get the takedowns, he will start fading in fights. He needs those takedowns in the second and the third rounds to kind of give himself the breath because all that movement, he wears himself down. Then he shoots a takedown. If he gets it, he has good enough grappling to keep control and win the round, but if he doesn't, he gets in big fucking trouble. Well, because of him always slowing down, I'm like, oh, Pedro's a fucking durable guy. He can withstand it early, then he'll start taking over. And for whatever reason, in that fight, Kyler Phillips had the best cardio I had ever seen in my life. And that's why
we watched that together.
And that's why I'm like, he's gonna slow down. He just never slowed down. And that's why he was a fucking minus 700 favorite versus Rob Font, because people were like, holy shit, he finally put it all together. He's got all the striking, he's got the wrestling, now he's figured out the cardio. He came in and fucking did exactly what he normally does. Had a good first round, couldn't get the takedowns, end up losing that fight as a minus 700 favorite. If you can't get the takedowns in the second and third round against a guy like Vinicius Oliveira, you're going to get fucked up. And I don't think he can get those takedowns against Vinicius Oliveira in the second and third. Vinicius might get taken down, but this guy is fucking works. He makes you work even if you take him down. The guy's fucking huge. He has that Alex Pereira presence when he's striking because his hands are low. He kind of just plots at you. He's so big as a 135er. He just kind of eats everything, and he seems a little bit maybe autistic, which seems like a great base for MMA. I fucking love this guy, Vinicius Lockdog. I've talked to him a few times on Instagram and stuff. We were actually supposed to meet up after his last fight because he was my lock of the week. Oh, that was the Ricky Simone one. I made him the video. I was able to talk to him. He was messaging me. We wanted to meet up after the fight, but it got a little bit too late. Blah, blah, blah. I love Vinicius. He's going to get it done. He's one of my biggest bets. It's just a bad matchup for Kyler. Kyler's going to beat a lot of people. It's a bad matchup. Unless he lands something crazy early, he's probably just going to wear down. If Vinicius builds as fights go on, Kyler starts fading. It's a recipe for like a second or third round finish for Vinicius.
Yeah, Vinicius outworked Ricky Simone. He didn't just beat him with like beautiful takedown defense. He outworked him.
He outworked Bernardo Sopai. Yeah. He outworked Saeed. I mean, he is a fucking tank.
No, Vinicius is very good. I am on the Vinicius. I have a straight up money line on Vinicius. I didn't want to parlay it. I was just like, you know what? These odds aren't crazy. Straight money line.
My biggest bet of the week.
I just have one unit. I think you have a little more. But yeah, I just went straight money line bet on Vinicius because I think he gets it done. $8,500 in DraftKings Fantasy. That could be worth it. Run through his fight history. I don't know how many offensive takedowns he'll be shooting, but Vinicius can definitely land clean. He can make some stuff happen. Certainly, he could potentially find a finish. Kyler is pretty durable.
He's hilarious, too. Anytime he messages me, a lot of times he'll send me voice messages, and they're always fucking hilarious because he's teaching himself English and stuff, too. So, obviously, it's not great, but he's obviously trying, which is awesome because it's very important to market yourself and stuff. He's a funny dude. If he became somebody in this division, dude, it would be fucking incredible. And he's basically like a win or two away from being a guy.
Yeah, I mean, he has not had an easy path in the UFC, and he's done all the things he's supposed to do. Vinicius Oliveira, $8,500 in DraftKings Fantasy. Give that a look and go ahead into the website and see what the optimizer has to say about that. See what the simulator has to say about that. My God. Unlock every pick, every bet, every tool. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. At the top, couple of Super Chatterooskies, $6.66. Jesus Alex. Y'all need to hit a big parlay and use the winnings to come to Chicago. Listen, there was a part of me that really wanted to go to UFC 319. That's going to be a phenomenal card. I just don't know. Just so much damn travel. And Jacob and I are going to Noche UFC, which is just a few weeks after that. I don't think I'm going to make it to Chicago.
With your wife and me?
So fucking expensive, dude.
I think the Fluffy and Roman ones, they reduced them to $1,750, so $3K for two people.
It's just so much. I'll ask Tiff. She does love Vegas, but it's just so much.
Because I feel like there's only 2 Apex cards until probably maybe even the rest of the year because it's through October, I think. And they might do 1 in November, but usually December or they want to end with a bang with no Apex cards too. So there might only be 3 Apex cards all year. And people are like, oh, the Apex is going away. They're expanding it, guys. The reason why there's not a lot of Apex cards is because they're literally expanding it. And it's supposed to be, I think it should be better for the fans, like a little bit more fans and stuff. So hopefully they're actually kind of cool. But
if you get the audience noise, it's unbelievable. The problem is it's just literally too quiet for TV viewers. That's the issue. It's just too quiet. Dubberson, 00, my girl cheated on me. And to try to get back... She got me 2 tickets to UFC 318. I'm down, but listen.
Oh my God, go
take
to
UFC. The tickets and take a buddy.
Go. Fuck the shit out of her right before you go. Take your friend, say, "Oh my God, thank you so much," and then fucking dump her ass the next day. You don't take that cheating bullshit. There's no way. If anybody ever cheat on me, there is no fucking get the fuck out of my life. What the fuck? Because you're always going to be wondering the rest of the time, is she doing it? Is she not doing it? What's she doing? You're going to be a fucking mess the whole time. It fucking sucks. Rip the Band-Aid off. Get rid of her because she's either going to do it again or you're just going to think she's going to do it again for the rest of the time you guys are ever together. It's never happened to me, but fucking there's no way I'd put up with that bullshit.
I just quite literally for the mental health aspect, I agree because every text messages she gets from now on in the history, she can just be looking at anything. You're like, what's she doing? What's she doing?
And oh my God, Diana's lost. She's in the wrong complex.
No, well, there you go. Pedro said our tickets out for Noche UFC. We did the VIP package. Those tickets come out before regular tickets do, which is how we are going.